Hello my dear students, in this lecture we are going to see previous year GATE numerical on theories of failure. This question was asked in GATE 2020, means last year this question was asked for 2 marks. Question is very simple. Let us understand the question. Question is, a bar with square and circular cross section with 0.5 meter length, the length of bar is given 0.5 meter, are made of material with shear strength of 20 MPa. Shear strength means SSY, right? The square bar cross section dimension is 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter. Means for square bar it is a 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter, you can see, and cylindrical bar cross section diameter is 4 centimeter. Here diameter of circular bar is 4 centimeter, and for square bar it is 4 by 4 centimeter. The specimen are loaded as shown in figure. See here, in first load there is a tensile load of 80 kilonewton. In second there is a compressive load of 80 kilonewton. In third there is a torsional load of 64 pi newton meter. And in fourth there is a bending load of bending moment 320 newton meter. Right. Now question is, which specimen will fail due to applied load as per maximum shear stress theory? Means they are asking to use maximum shear stress theory, and out of these four, which specimen will fail? Option is torsional load specimen, none, then bending load specimen, then none of the specimen, and then tension and compressive load specimen. Note down this question because I am going to erase the question so that we will get space to write given data and to solve this question. See, one by one, a bar with square and circular cross section of length 0.5 meter. Therefore, here the length of bar is given 0.5 meter. Right. Therefore, length is equal to 0.5 meter. After that, are made of material with shear strength of 20 MPa. Shear strength means SSY. SSY, shear yield strength, is 20 megapascal, which is nothing but 20 Newton per mm square. Then a square bar cross section dimensions is 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter. For square bar, we can see here. Now let us say the dimensions of square bar are 40 centimeter by 40 centimeter, 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter. For this square bar, the dimensions are, this is 4 centimeter and this is also 4 centimeter, right? 4 centimeter means we can say it is 40 by 40 mm, right? 40 mm by 40 mm, that is 40 mm square. This will be the area for square bar, right? Again, then cylindrical bar of diameter 4 centimeter. Again, for cylindrical bar, that is circular bar, its diameter is 4 centimeter. 5 is 4 centimeter means diameter is equal to 40 mm. 4 centimeter means 40 mm, right? As shown in figure, diagram is given. Now question is, which specimen will fail due to applied load as per maximum shear stress theory? Question is to use maximum shear stress theory, tau max theory. Maximum shear stress theory is also called Guest theory or Tresca's theory. As per this theory, which specimen will fail? That we have to identify, right? Now one by one we are going to solve this question. Note down this. Now let us consider, I will consider the first bar, that is tensile load. I will first consider the tensile load and we will design for this tensile load, right? You have written the options, then I am erasing the options also. Let us erase the options, right? Now let us solve for first case. Here in first case, that is tensile load, the force is 80 kilonewton. Therefore tensile stress is equal to force divided by area, which is nothing but 80 into 10 to the power 3. This will be in Newton divided by area. Area, square cross section area is 40 mm by 40 mm. 40 by 40, which is mm square, right? Therefore stress will be, this tensile stress, if I find, you will get 50 Newton per mm square. This will be the tensile stress. Means if I consider a specimen here, very small specimen. Along x direction, there is a tensile load sigma x, which is nothing but 50 Newton per mm square. This is a specimen. Therefore, for this specimen, we can say sigma x is equal to 50 MPa. Sigma y is 0, my dear students. As well as there is no shear stress, tau xy is also 0. On this specimen, shear stress is not acting, and normal stress along y-axis is also not acting. Therefore, find out maximum shear stress, because they are asking to use maximum shear stress theory. Therefore, the formula for finding maximum shear stress is equal to under root of sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau xy square, which is nothing but under root of sigma x is 50, sigma y 0 by 2 whole square plus tau xy is 0 square, which is nothing but we can say 50 by 2, which is 25 Newton per mm square. Right. Means, my dear students, for 1D loading already we have proven this. Maximum shear stress will be equal to normal stress divided by 2. This is 1D loading, right? Which is nothing but 50 divided by 2, which is nothing but 25 Newton per mm square. Means, in this bar the maximum shear stress is 25 Newton per mm square. But my dear students, the strength of this bar SSY is 20 Newton per mm square, and whenever applied stresses exceeds the strength of component, then there is a failure. As we can say, the maximum shear stress is more than SSY, that is strength of component. Because of this, there will be a failure, the component fails, right? Therefore, tensile bar fails. First conclusion is tensile bar fails. Now, my dear students, second is compressive bar. Second bar is compressive bar or not? Now let us understand this compressive bar. Here, if I consider compressive bar, compressive load, right? Let us consider compression of 80 kilonewton. Again, for compression of 80 kilonewton, you can see like this: 80 kilonewton. For compression of 80 kilonewton, there will be a compressive stress, which is nothing but again equal to tensile stress. Having magnitude will be same or not, because area is same. Compressive force divided by area, which is nothing but 80 into 10 to the power 3 divided by area is 40 into 40, which is nothing but 50 MPa. It is under compression. If I consider element, the element will be under compression only. This is sigma sigma, right? But my dear students, maximum shear stress always we are considering positive value. It is positive of sigma by 2, which is nothing but again 50 by 2 plus 50 by 2, which is 25, right? Means, in case of tension as well as compression, the maximum shear stress is 25, because load is same, only direction is different, right? Therefore, for compression also the maximum shear stress is 25 Newton per mm square. Therefore, there will be a failure in compression also. Means, here there is a failure in tension as well as compression. Let us check for torsion and bending. Now, for this torsional load, here it is a torsional load. Torque is given. Torque is equal to 64 pi Newton meter, and diameter is given 4 centimeter, which is nothing but 40 mm. And for torsional load, we have derived the formula for maximum shear stress, which is nothing but 16T upon pi d cube. This formula you must remember, or go from the basic, that is T by J is equal to tau by R. Therefore, torsional shear stress is equal to torque divided by polar moment of inertia into radius. And from this, if you derive again, you will get same result, that is maximum shear stress is equal to 16T upon pi d cube, right? Therefore, the maximum shear stress for torsion is equal to 16 into this torque we have to use in Newton mm, my dear students, which is nothing but 64 into pi. It is Newton meter, convert into Newton mm. Therefore, we have to multiply with 10 to the power 3. It will become Newton mm divided by pi d square, diameter square means 40, sorry, diameter cube 40 cube. Therefore, find maximum shear stress for torsion, and if I solve this, I will get maximum shear stress is equal to 16 Newton per mm square. And this maximum shear stress, can I say, less than SSY, because SSY is 20, shear yield strength is given 20. Therefore, we can say, as this is less than SSY, it is safe, means till there is no failure. There is no failure, means this component is not going to fail in torsion. First conclusion is failure in tension and compression and no failure in torsion. Let us check for bending. Now here it is subjected to bending moment em, therefore bending moment is given in this equation, in this diagram, is 320 Newton meter, which is nothing but 320 into 10 to the power 3 Newton mm, right? And dimensions are, it is a square of 40 by 40, 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter, means it is 40 mm by 40 mm, right? Now what is bending equation? Bending equation is m by I is equal to sigma b by y. This is a bending equation. Now in this equation we have to find I and y, right? Therefore bending stress on the element is equal to m by I into y. Now here I is nothing but, here x axis is bending or not? It is bending about x axis like this. Therefore we have to consider Ixx, and Ixx will be equal to, can I say, 40 power 4 divided by 12, right? It is a square cross section na. For square cross section is it 8 to the power 4 divided by 12. This is I, right? And y will be extreme distance of extreme fiber, which will be 40 by 2, that is a by 2, which is nothing but 40 by 2, which is nothing but 20 mm. Therefore put here, therefore bending stress is equal to m by I into y, which is equal to, bending moment is 320 into 10 to the power 3 into y is 20 divided by I is 40 or 4 divided by 12. Now solve this. If I solve this for bending stress, then I will get bending stress is equal to 30 Newton per mm square. But my dear students, this is bending stress. This is not shear stress. This is bending stress. Means if I consider an element, on this element there will be a bending stress acting like this. Bending stress is a normal stress, which is nothing but, we can say sigma x, which is nothing but 30 Newton per mm square. Therefore again the component is 1D, and for 1D loading, in first question we have proven that maximum shear stress is equal to this normal stress divided by 2, bending stress divided by 2, which is nothing but 30 divided by 2, which is nothing but 15 Newton per mm square. Therefore this maximum shear stress is equal to 15 Newton per mm square, which is less than 20, that is less than SSY. Means here for bending we can say the maximum shear stress is less than SSY, therefore it is no failure, it is safe. Maximum shear stress is less than SSY, therefore safe, it is safe, that is no failure. Therefore there will be a failure in tension and compression only. Therefore look at the options. If you look at the option D you will find as a correct choice. Thank you dear students. In next lecture we will start new topic.